Okay, we're back at it again with another acquisitions video. This one, you can tell by the thumbnails, is a larger collection. This is a referral from someone who I've done business with before. This guy wanted to sell his entire collection in one shot. Took a while to assemble everything on his end and agree on a price, but this is his entire collection. It's going to be a few waves coming here on the table, but a lot of it is sorted by set, but some of them are not. I think what he did was he separated them with from his like collection, and then the extras part, because that's what I've noticed as we were sorting through this. But okay, over here we have Lord of the Rings and Hobbit stuff. This is always something where I know you guys have heard me probably say this a few times already, that we're always looking for. Big ones here. Sauron. There's an actual full starter set with him in here, so that's at least $30 or more. These guys can go for quite a bit, the ring wraiths. This is just a common, but the various versions of them, like even like this guy, but he's part of the starter. But these can get up there in price, at least $10 or more. The generic pieces, such as like the orc swordsman, or these ones are big, because I think these are almost $10 each. There's a few of them in here. Are the elven warriors, and then the other ones are elven archer. And then towards the end, Bjorn from this is another from the Hobbit set, and it's a rare, and there weren't that many that were open, so they're going to be worth a little bit more. Over here we got of course Blue Eyes, as always, even though this is the starter, but Blue Eyes is always popular with us. For us, we're always moving them. This has the rest of the Indy stuff. It's Dark Magician. This is starter, but still, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh staple in their lore, popularity. Street Fighter, saying is popular. We've said that before. There's Kick-Ass here. There's Assassin's Creed, Gears of War. A lot of the smaller indie sets are still very sought after. Over here we have some team bases. Some of them are complete, some are not, but we do move them. Usually the X-Men ones are more popular, but every now and then, someone will get like the Gen 13 or Justice League. And a couple things here. There's the Mighty Thor figures that have the objects. Basically anything that has the objects from that set are going to move, hold value, whatnot. Invincible Iron Man, of course, the quintessential Iron Man when they came out back then. Crossbones is popular for us. The generics, those are always something. Over here, of course, we've probably seen this a few times already. Darkseid, always the big one to look here for the CUR. Black Manta is another one. And then Grundy. Then just the Legion guys, Legion of Doom. And over here, War of Light. This has been seeing quite a bit of an uptick recently, so we are actually dangerously low on the CUR, especially the rares. So it's nice to see, a bunch of fatalities coming back. Bleeze, Carousel, even Ganthet and Selak, and even Crib. So those are nice. Turtles, as you all know by now, the last Ronin storyline is in full effect, and these have been popular, especially the original Laird and Eastman turtles. They're up to about $5 a pop now, so that's good. We got, it looks like Deadpool, Age of Ultron, like X-Men, of course the generics, Hand Ninjas, always gonna move, and then Venom, of course, with the new Venom set. The Venoms have been really popular. These are just a few miscellaneous pieces that were stragglers around from the collections, and one of the big ones here, we're out of this guy, Eradicator. Nice sculpt. The only one that they've made, so that's why this guy's popular, holds value. And then over here we have the Strange with the D20, so that's important. It's hard to move without it. And the if anybody from World's Finest, but if anybody read the comic where this poses from, it's a Jim Lee comic cover, and Jim Lee's one of the best artists, one of my favorite artists, if not my favorite artist, next to Todd McFarlane. All right, on to the next one. Okay, the next batch. This is a Blackbird. It's not. It's the figures in here, but the cards aren't. The IDs. That's okay because nobody really cares for IDs right now. This looks like the 10th anniversary, and I guess assorted little miscellaneous sets. But the big one here, one of the good ones, is the phone booth Superman. Just beautiful sculpt from the 10th anniversary. He's not bad too. He's only I say only 131 points, but back then that was good value. Over here, Fear Itself. This looks like a full book of the skull. Resource, Avengers Defenders War, Deadpool, X-Force, the Heimdall. Just a lot of good sculpts from that set. You see Great Hoth. They're nice and big too. And this those shifting focus Doctor Stranges have been moving for us quite a bit and often, so it's nice to have this one back. This is the Batman. Nice to have the flock of bats because we're, I think, low or out, so that's good. And then same with the Damian Wayne Robin. I think we're out of that too, so it's nice to have that back. Same with the Joker Thugs. Over here we got some New 52, Joker's Wild, and animated. The big one here, everybody's favorite, Constantine, or for those out there who are really anal, Constantine. This holds value still, actually quite a bit. I don't think it's really dropped over the years. It's just beautiful sculpt and overall just awesome figure, right? Also, it's a good effect for the game. They can't use prob. Anybody who knows me, never leave home without it when it comes to prob. So if they can't use it, it's gonna be bad. Over here, Teen Titans, and looks like Uncanny X-Men and whatnot. Nothing really that big here. I mean, the biggest thing here for us is weird. Is Gizmo. We're always out of this guy. Weird. I know you guys are probably going to be looking at this thinking, wow, those are some random figures that they're excited about or that move them, and it just goes to show that there are just many different types of collectors. Those who just collect, those who play and collect, those who only play. So there's a different tastes for everybody, and it's interesting to see the different orders that we get in, and you guys who follow us on Instagram can see the different types of orders that go out, because they'll you can sometimes tell if it's part of a theme team, or like filling holes in a collection, or a competitive team for 300 Modern or whatnot. So that's the beauty of Heroclix. I know we do have a lot of customers that don't play the game, just collect. Can't really say that for other games like this. Usually they're playing too. Anyway, Amazing Spider-Man here, Craven, beautiful. We're out of this guy. It's good to have a couple of them in. Lizard's another one. The Universal Monster is always popular, so it doesn't even matter in what form. It could even be the Undead set. Doctor Doom. There's the Guardians stuff. Doctor Strange there. And these guys, surprisingly, are like $5 or so, something like that. But the A and B. So it's nice to have them. And then, of course, the Hydra. Recruits, those move. Here we got the Hulk. Hulk's had nothing really but Scar. Usually the unique pieces like this, like I don't, they've only had, there's only been one Scar that they've made, and it's this sculpt, and then there's obviously a gravity feed version of this. But things like that are something for us that we look for, because those are just, there's just another, they're like, if someone needs to get a Scar just for their collection, just to finish their Hulk, anything, they have to get that, and that's all they can get. It's not like they can get another version of it, or because they don't have another sculpt. Okay, these are the movie stuff here. Avengers movie, we have a ton of them right now. So we actually going to be blowing these out online because the collections that we got in recently just overflowed us on Avengers movie, which is cool. But there is we only have limited space for that kind of stuff. So a lot of these will be on auction. But one of the cool ones here is the Coulson from the Gravity Feed. That's the only way you can get it is through the Gravity Feed. Okay, or mass market, sorry. Or in other words, Target. Alright, on to the last one. Okay, we kind of saved the best for last here. This is, all that stuff seems like it's mostly bulk. You know, with a smattering of like high-end rares and super rares and whatnot. But this is where the majority of the what we paid for comes in. Let's start with the the biggest thing here. It's like the Colossal's Vehicles box. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we'll point out a few things. Obviously, you can see Zarin right there. That's a big one because the Galactic Guardian stuff is tough to come by. But one of the ones here is the Dark Phoenix Cyclops. As you all know, Phoenix Force is always very, very popular, expensive. People just don't really want to get rid of them, so whenever we get them, try to snatch them up. But there's a few, you can see a couple of the Giganto Mole Man monsters. Down at the bottom there's a lot of Avengers Infinity and X-Men animated. Nothing really, there's like no Dark Phoenix or whatnot, no Wendigo, whatever. But this one and these are good. This is good, and then the Cyclops. That's really the big one. Those are the big ones. Over here, these are like, you can already see there's a lot of good stuff in here, right? So let's just go through a few of them. Sheriff Strange with the Battle World Doctor, with the Emperor Doom. He has his manservant over here. You can play them together. Even though it's not modern anymore and the ID cards really don't matter for people that play modern, it's still a very popular figure, hard to get, it's chase, and it's, Sheriff Strange. Destroyer Thor, look at that beautiful sculpt. Diaper Hulk, Earth X, and Robin with his pet beast, demon, whatever. Gertrude, Old Lace. This, the Apocalypse Luthor, this is nice. This is a pretty high value right now. Interesting enough, we sold all 3 copies of this guy at $30 a pop. So it's nice to have him back. And he's just been sitting there for a long, long time, and we sold 3 of them within a 2-week period. Go figure, right? There's the Iron Man here. The Space Gem is down there. The gems are always popular. Very hard to get right now because people are just trying to hang on to them. So when we do get them, it's nice because we know that it's going to sell at a pretty hefty value too. We got Namor, probably him and Absorbing Man are the 2 least wanted chases from Captain American Avengers, but chase nonetheless. Archangel from X-Men Animated, beautiful sculpt, popular still. And then sucks we didn't get the other half, but we got the Hulk it's the 1/2 of that Gamma Charge Connelly. So this will move because the 2019 Connellys they're hard to come by because usually what they do is after they release in 2019, during the 2020 season, when it comes to like WizKids Opens or Rock events, like those would all be given out as pricing. But since the pandemic, there have been no events, so they're just hard to cut, and so the value's been just going up and up. Hulk Pool, he does have his comic panel here, so that's good. And Golden Age Deadpool, probably like he's really not that popular, but it is a chase Deadpool. So, but this guy is. And then I think there was one more thing I wanted to look at. Oh yeah, there it is. Battle World Thanos. Yeah, that's a nice one. Look at that, it's a beautiful sculpt. This guy still goes for over $20. And yeah, that's it for that. Over here, these are like a lot of the LEs, either monthly LEs or just like pricing LEs. So you can see this guy played in a States event, because you can only get this in this, unless he repackaged it, which I don't think he did, because the tape still looks like it hasn't been tampered with. But you can only get this if you were drafting the 2019 States. So he got this during the draft. Odin from Fear Itself. You can see Captain Iron America. Some of these sculpts are just like absolutely beautiful, right? Look at that cloak and dagger. So, and then this one, this is like the big one back in the day, because this is, I think, one of the first times that they've had a unique sculpt for like an LE, like a release day OP kit. Something. Usually it's like a resculpt or something. This is the first one. It was like brand new. So this was like really hard to get, sought after. Batman vehicles, always moving the cruisers. We have the Batwing down there. That's always moving. Obviously, I mean, just overall, probably the only one that doesn't really move is the jet, the invisible jet. Okay, over here we have, I think these are like primes. As you can see, Stealth Sentinels here. There's some Con LEs here. There's Moira here. Power Princess. Yeah, there's a lot of primes. And then the big one. Here we go. Wait for it. Ta-da! This is the thing that really caught my eye that I made sure we had to get. Black Lantern Zoom. This is very hard to get. We're probably gonna sell this close to $100 at this point. This guy's just, it's just awesome too, right? Look at that sculpt. So like I said, there's more primes here. Funny enough, we have 2 of these in here, but we sold 3 of these within a week and we were out. So it's good to have them back. These are WizKids Open pricing. So you can see this guy played in some events, because he has some like pricing from actual higher level events, like WizKids Opens and Rock States. There's Hussar, Zoom, and Steve Trevor. And then the last one, it's these are all like the older chases and supers and whatnot, and probably one of the best sculpts that they ever made. It's the Avengers Prime. Yeah, that's beautiful. Probably not playable, but just beautiful. Chaos War there. You got the Mac Gargan Venom, the one that actually eats brains. There's Keeper, which is Silver Surfer. It's a chase. And then these have been seeing an uptick in interest. The Hulk.Heroes. So this is Winter Hulk. And then Insider there. I think nothing really else. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Ultimates Hulk. Okay. I think that's it. And then I guess the last one to worth looking to is just this Colossus, the Juggernaut Colossus. Some of these are just, you can just, when they do sell, or if their prices are up there, they're like not that good in gameplay. It's usually because the sculpt is just so beautiful that people just gotta get it. Okay, I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. Just a quick little recap here. We paid about after, you know, because there were a few things. What you didn't see is all the stuff we filtered out that were like broken or missing or whatnot. Paid about $815 for this, and this is, you know, substantially more. Of course, we gotta take into account with the amount of work that we have to do to sort and glue, you know, like filter out the broken stuff and glue them back together if they're just like snapped off or whatever, and list them, and you know, all the administrative stuff. But this is a good buy. A lot of this will be up by the time you guys see this. Until next time, when in doubt, perplex the attack.